Okay, so welcome back to an episode of Playing Life Casuals podcast, or PLC as some may like to call it, or no one. My name is Francisco. Right next to me we have...
Hi, I'm Paul.
And my other side we have...
Vlad.
Yeah, he's having a bit of issues.
I'm Vlad. Yeah, hi. How are you?
So,
good,
and
thank
today's a very, very, very special episode. We have a very special guest today. Everyone, clap your hands.
Oh, yes.
Yay! Who is it?
Where's the laugh track?
Oh, you're gonna make me...
It's the laugh track where they're like all cheering.
You're really gonna make me work hard and put that in.
Maybe.
Look, it's Freddy's on iCarly.
It's our great friend Kendall.
Hey, yo, what's up, guys?
So Kendall, introduce yourself a little bit. Why don't you?
Well, how do I know it? So, is this like the AA meeting, like type of thing? It's like, hi, my name's Kendall.
Hi, I'm Kendall.
It's more depressing.
Hi, my name's Francisco, and I watch anime.
Oh, I
Hey,
watch
my
anime.
name's Vlad, and I'm an alcoholic.
Oh, I came to the wrong meeting.
But yeah, my name's Kendall. I guess I'm trying to be like some type of college student, you know, struggling with that. It's really hard, man.
Oh, sorry to interrupt. I completely forgot. In the last episode, we didn't even mention that. So, Kendall, you're in college.
Yes.
Vlad is in college. Paul and I are graduates, except Paul is actually doing a master's right now. This is a smart boy.
Yeah,
I'm hoping to, but
yeah,
yeah,
some
you
big,
know.
we're doing some big brain maneuvers while we talk about this or nonsense.
yeah. Yeah, so yeah, Kendall, continue.
But yeah, college is fucked. I mean, like, I don't know what else to say.
I mean, yeah, like, right
but, like,
now...
doing it online, oh
Yeah.
my god, like, just, like, trying to get, like, the motivation to study, and then, like, try to, like, I guess, like, oh, my class starts in, like, 5 minutes, I gotta wake up and, like, actually, like, be okay, and then, like, okay, gotta log in.
Do your classes make you do the webcam?
Some do, like...
Do you have to put on clothes?
Yeah, I did.
What? Like,
Well, because Vlad told me.
So I only have one class that requires the webcam, so I'm usually like, I'm a fucking boomer
Just
now.
fucking boom.
Yeah, and I don't wear a shirt anymore at my house. And I just kind of sit down at the computer and I'm just like, I haven't like showered or anything because it's a morning class, like it's usually a morning class. So I like sit down and like all like my hair's fucked and I'll just like look at the fucking like Zoom meeting. Yeah, it sucks.
do you at least have pants on?
Yes, I have pants on.
Wait,
He's not a complete
I'm not an animal.
Well, I don't know.
You don't know, like, sometimes,
I'm
like,
it's not,
just
I
in
mean,
my
they
underwear.
can't see, so I mean, you can do whatever you want.
I mean, look, Paul, I'm not an animal, right? I have my pants on for at least half the Zoom call, right?
But anyway, yeah, there's just have like one like professor that like requires me to like have my webcam on, and so I have to like at least dress for that. But at least it's like an afternoon class, so like at least I can like, and then like yeah, he like requires us to do like exams like with the webcams on.
Oof.
Why?
That
I know a
sucks.
lot of people who have their exams like that because they don't want you guys to cheat.
My professor's
But it's like, it's open note and just like
Oh, if it's open, no, then why should it matter?
I don't know.
How do you think you're doing, like, compared to, like, actual classes to online classes? Do you think you're doing better or worse?
Yeah, I can't speak on that. I graduated right before all that nonsense happened.
Like
Yeah,
it's
just go escape.
nonsense.
I left at the right time.
He did. Like, cause I'm just like so like fucked, like trying to like be like mentally there, cause
So it's like harder to like concentrate.
yeah.
But
100%.
was it easier in terms of, if you were to say it's easier in terms of
I
something?
mean, I don't have to drive. That's the big
That's
plus
true.
for me.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, it's honestly, like, the tests are a lot easier, obviously.
They are?
Yeah, but the problem is, like, all the extra, like, assignments and shit that they assign that
It's like
we wouldn't
more-
really have in class. Yeah, it's, like, a lot more effort.
Mm.
So the exams are, like, fine, for me at least. I can't speak for Kendall, but for me, like, I'm doing really well on my exams,
Yeah.
which I probably wouldn't do in class for obviously reasons. But the assignments, man, it's just so much. Like, my week is, like, swamped.
Yeah, like I remember you told me once you had a week where you had like 3 exams and I think a paper.
2 papers,
2
yeah.
all together.
All together.
That's
so
insane.
bad.
Like,
yeah, dude. Like, and like the papers weren't even like actual papers. They were like assignments, like papers. They weren't like like, for example, we have a special assignment paper due, but this wasn't that. This was like just an assignment that you had to write like 5 pages for this, and then another like 7 pages in my other class for another thing. Yeah, it's all a bunch of like bullshit that they're trying to use. To,
well,
like,
it's because for anyone who's listening that's like in college right now, or you've been to college, every university, at least 4 university, has this thing where it's like, and everyone here's heard this before, where they say every credit you take for a class, you're supposed to quote unquote study/work for up to 2 hours. So if you have a 3 credit class, right? Then you're supposed to have like 6 hours of work dedicated to that class weekly, right? But that never happens like in real life. I know for me personally, because I've only taken like 2 online classes ever, but that was before all this. Like I procrastinated like super hard on them. Like I would do all the work, because like maybe you kind of have classes like this now where it's like they just like post work and you just submit it when you can before that date. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, I would just do everything before that day.
I'll have a few classes like that, and then I'll have other classes where it's like you have to do it on this day. Like, they'll make it open just for that
See,
day.
I would
Which
hate
is
doing
stupid.
that.
That's
I
the
would hate-
dumbest shit.
I
yeah.
would really hate doing that, especially, like, Kendall. Our majors they're not the same. You know what, chemical engineering, right?
Yeah.
I'm biology, but I saw a lot of chemistry. I would cry if I had to take, like any of the, organic chemistry classes online. That would suck. Like, what science classes have you taken online? Have you?
It's not really science. They're all like.
Are you engineering now?
Yeah, because I'm like my final year, so it's like all like the
Okay.
senior for like the engineering.
Because like
class.
anyone right now that's like if you're taking like any of those hard sciences online, they're like my condolences. That's hard. And even with psych too. Like I know for me, because I was also a psych major, like we would write a lot, even before online. And then you're saying like an assignment was like 5 pages regularly. So how many pages are you writing? You think a semester? 50?
Probably close. Probably not 50, but probably like 40-ish.
It's a lot. That is a lot.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's a mission.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. Like, I also like doing like my senior lab class I have to do online. It sucks because like we still have to like collect data like online. So like basically like we're doing like different devices. Like I guess one of them is called like a heat exchanger. Like you like put like 2 different streams in, like hot and cold, and like the goal is like to either like cool down or like or heat up that fluid. And like we have to like control it like online and shit.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. It sounds
But
cool.
like it is really hard, like at least like a little like getting used to, like 'cause you have to like make sure like set at that point like for a while, and then they have to like change it too as you go along.
That sounds like a very complicated formula.
Yeah,
That's what that sounds like.
Online
That sounds
classes
like-
stink. Paul, you're a graduate student.
Yeah.
And you're taking graduate courses online. How's that compared to undergraduate?
I mean, I'd say it's probably a lot easier than what you guys have to do, because in graduate school, all it really is just read. And you have like a file.
Wait, that's hard. I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, I don't know how to read.
I mean,
They never
read
taught me. I was an
sometimes.
Esau.
Okay.
Me too.
Yeah.
In that case, you're done for.
I read it at 2nd grade level.
Yeah, all right. I can't read fast. I read one word at a time. I can't read full sentences. Like I can't just zoom in and like.
I can only read
I can process one letter at a time, Paul. Right? I have to sound it out.
Okay. Okay, but well, if you're not like these guys, then it's not too bad.
Yeah, if you're not retarded like me and Francisco, yeah, you'll be fine.
If you can read more past the Cat in the Hat, I think you'll be okay.
Hey, that's a very, very important piece of literature.
Hey
Paul.
man, yeah, don't fuck with Dr. Seuss, man.
He's
died
basically a
for our
rapper,
sins.
man. Like, come on.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, so.
Don't worry. there's
All right,
no
all right,
politics
all right,
here.
you nerds. All right, nerds. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of this, shall we? Now, Kendall, you've had a bit of an issue lately. What is that issue?
It is fucking sleeping schedule. Like,
Kendall, what have you done to yourself exactly?
So basically, it's just like me, like just like keep like I'm so focused like to get this assignment down. Like some assignments like to the end of the day where it's just like fuck, I'm not gonna go to sleep for the whole day.
Wait, so you're not sleeping because of school?
Yeah.
Another reason why online classes suck.
Yeah.
Like it's like not this week, but like the week before. Like I basically like stayed up to like 6 a.m, and then like just sleeping. And hopefully I wake up in time for my class. But like
Hopefully. Do you set an alarm?
No.
Whoa!
Damn,
Kendall's living very dangerously.
Because like when I just forget like sometimes just like crash at that moment.
Excuse me.
Okay, I'd like to make a confession.
Yeah.
Sure.
So because I don't work or I'm not in school currently. I'm a loser. I'm a NEET right now.
We're all.
Kikamori.
I still set alarms for the morning out of habit, but that's not the issue. Like, let's say I set an alarm right for 8. Now before, I would just wake up 8 naturally, but now I set the alarm for 8. But like, I wake up because it wakes me up, and I go, haha, fuck you, and I turn it off, and I sleep for another like 3 hours.
So what do you count sleeping in? Like,
I'm sleeping in.
yeah, I know, but what do you count like as sleeping in? Like till 11?
Yeah,
Like you count
like
that?
Count that.
past like
Damn.
9.
Past
Like,
9,
I consider
past
10 sleeping in.
Okay.
Because like normal people, right? At
Yeah.
9 in the morning, you're either working or in school. Like, unless like your schedule's weird where you're doing something at night, like Kendall, like you're doing work at night. But most people, right?
So you know what fucks me up? So since my classes are in the morning, I have to wake up at like 8:30ish.
Yeah.
And since I also have work I usually open at 9.
Yeah.
So I have to wake up again at like 8
Yeah.
to get ready. So usually when I'm either at school or work throughout most of the day, and they'll schedule me occasionally like on Fridays and Saturdays as well. So you know what's been pissing me off is I haven't been able to sleep in any day aside from Sunday. For a while, it's been pissing me off so much. It's been fucking with me.
That was me. My last semester, because I had school Monday through Thursday, and I worked the 3 days I didn't have school.
Right.
And I think the only day I was able to sleep in was like a day I had class only in the afternoon.
I just don't like it. I love sleeping in.
I
That
love
was my
sleeping.
favorite thing to do is just sleep.
I like sleeping, but when I sleep over 8 hours, I feel like garbage. Like I still wake up and I'm like, oh, I'm so sleepy. But if I get that sweet 6 to 8 hours, that number, I wake up perfectly fine.
I have this thing where like if I wake up way too I wake up in the mornings, I'll have extreme like stomach shit. Like I just can't. Like,
Your stomach hurts?
Yeah, like if I wake up at 8, my stomach hurts. If I like sleep in and I wake up at 10, I feel absolutely fine. If I wake up at 8, my body's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Go back to sleep.
Like, go back to sleep. I'm not ready for this shit. So like I have to eat something or I'll drink something and it'll just fuck with me because my body's like, what are you doing?
Actually,
like,
I kind of have that too when like earlier when I was like a freshman and sophomore, when I take like 8 a.m. classes, right? And our commute would be like 15 minutes to an hour, so we had to get up really early. So for an 8 a.m., right? I think I woke up at like 5:30 in the morning, right? And leave. Yeah, I woke up way earlier than I should have, and like there were like some days I'd wake up at that time and I just wouldn't eat breakfast because if I would, I'll feel
It
like
fucks you up.
it just destroys me. Like it doesn't mean I have to go to the bathroom. It just means like I feel groggy. I'm like, oh, I just feel gross. Like, oh.
For me,
I won't eat till like noon.
For me, it's like a balance thing. Like sometimes I just feel groggy, and other times my body's like, okay, like I need to cleanse your system. Remember that one time we were commuting, and I like was like about
I
shit
remember
in
that.
the car.
Yes, I was scared.
You got stuck in traffic. I'm like, Francisco, I
was really scared. I was like, oh my god, Vlad.
I was expecting a 50-minute drive, and it's been like an hour and a half, man. I don't know about this.
Do you miss our commutes?
I do miss the commutes.
Our commutes were fun.
I was about to get like a food baby right
I was gonna like shit all over Francisco's car.
Oh.
Dude, I had to like waddle to the fucking restroom when I got there.
I want to see that. Like you just.
What, me shit in a car or me waddle?
Well, I mean both, but I mean, you waddling would be funny.
Dude, it was fucking like I was clenching so hard, man. It was bad. I think I missed that class too because it was bad. I think I ended up.
We showed up late.
Yeah, and I was like, I was in the bathroom for like 20 minutes.
I remember that.
Do you ever feel like in the morning, like after you eat, like you get like all like hyperactive for like first like 30 minutes, and then you just like boom, just like crash. Like
I don't get that. I do take because I have like vitamin D deficiency, so I take these vitamin D.
Yeah, Vlad's dying.
Iron deficiency, vitamin D. Damn.
Yeah, I have a lot of shit. So like anyway, I take vitamin D vitamins, and ever since I started taking those, like I'll feel like a little rush of energy. And then I'll like crash again, like kind of what you're saying. But it stopped happening now that I've gotten used to the vitamin D vitamins. Now it's just kind of like...
Are they little gummies? The little gummy ones?
They're not gummy ones. I used to have the gummy ones. Now I have the bigger boy ones. because the gummy ones weren't doing it for me, man.
Oh.
Are these the Flintstones gummies?
No.
No, it wasn't the Flintstones.
I knew someone was gonna say it.
Oh, I had to say it.
They were like the berry ones, I think. I don't
Yeah,
remember
they're
what they
fruit
were.
flavored.
Yeah,
I used to
fruit
take them
flavored,
too because for some reason I also had a vitamin D deficiency. I think it's one of the most common deficiencies a person can have. Or
Probably.
All it just means you're not outside that much.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like I don't have that anymore.
It means you don't see the sun very. very
Now I
often.
see the sun every day now.
But yeah.
But yeah, so Kendall, like you're not sleeping well, man.
I prefer not.
Like, what is your when do you usually go to sleep?
What's your normal sleeping schedule?
Yeah, like
Normal?
I mean,
So-
like,
It's been so long.
It's been so long. So, is 2 a.m. normal? 2 a.m.?
Going to sleep at 2?
Yeah.
What time you wake up?
Whenever, like, sometimes, like...
2 to 2?
2 to 2. Basically, like, I guess sometimes, like, wake up at 9 a little bit.
2 to 9?
Yeah.
That's 7 hours.
Not
7 hours,
bad,
no,
yeah.
not bad.
Was my math right? Yeah, 7 hours.
Yeah, that's alright.
It's not bad.
That's
Or
not
like-
horrible.
That's like me now, except I'll go to sleep at like 2 to 3, and I wake up at 11. I miss the whole morning, and I'm like, I just feel guilty. I'm like, God damn it.
You see, I never felt guilty.
I feel
when
guilty.
slept that late.
Because, like, I feel, like, really productive in the morning. Like, yesterday morning, actually, I woke up at 8. Because I had to. I woke up at 8 because I had something to do. And when I was done, I was actually, like, really productive that morning. I got so much done. I was like, wow, it's not even noon yet. I did all this stuff. So then when I wake up past that, I'm like, oh, my, because my middle of the day, like,
Yeah.
like, from, like, maybe 1 o'clock to, like, 7 o'clock is my be a lazy sack of shit hours. Like, I will do nothing. Like, I will, like, either play games, I'll watch stupid shows, I'll do whatever. Like, I don't want to work. I can work at night, and I can work in the morning. I hate working in the middle of the day. That's why, like, for school, like, classes, any classes from, like, 2 to, like, 6 o'clock-ish, I would fall asleep in. I wouldn't want to, but I would, like, doze in and out. And, like, I'll do that thing where, you ever, like, you're, like, sitting at, like, a desk, and, like, your head is, like, falling forward, and you like, suddenly jolt up, you're like, ah! Like,
Yeah, I do that.
To
I
keep
do
yourself-
that a bunch.
Yeah.
all the time from... Like, because you would think, oh, you fall asleep in the morning classes. I'm fully awake in morning classes. But, like, for 2 o'clock classes, I'm like, missing 45 minutes of it.
Yeah.
Damn, what lunch were you eating, my dude? Like, just this big-ass, like sandwich, and you just, like, chug it down. And just,
Oh, I always ate chicken wraps.
That's probably why, man. Chicken wraps hit.
But they're so
They
good.
were good.
They were fucking good.
Yeah, I love the chicken Caesar wraps and anything with chicken. Really, I really like. I love chicken. Chicken's the most versatile food in the whole goddamn world.
Yeah, chicken.
Grilled chicken, chicken sandwiches, chicken soup, chicken
Chicken fingers.
fingers.
Chicken.
Henry's not here for me to make fun of him, but that
Did we talk
That-
about chicken fingers?
no, that's he has to be there when we make that reference. That is an
Ah.
inside joke to our friend Henry, where I made fun of him about chicken fingers. It's not about the food. Paul, what is your sleeping schedule?
Mine, it's probably gonna change now since I have work, but
What was your bump sleeping schedule?
my bomb sleep is anywhere between like 12 and 2. You know, I would usually get up at pretty much around 10:30.
Oh, wow.
Wait, 12 to 2? You would sleep 12 to 2?
No, between 12 and 2 I go to bed.
Oh.
And then I get up at like 10:30.
Okay, that's not so bad.
So, yeah. So
Well, I mean, if you went to sleep at 12 and you get up at 10, I mean,
That's a lot of hours.
That is, but I
Yeah.
would totally do
That's
that.
like 10 hours.
yeah, but the only
sleep a
thing
lot.
is I don't really... I
That's
usually don't
weird.
fall asleep at 12, and I usually don't go to bed then.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll like lie in there for like 30 minutes. I'm like, I want to go to sleep.
What about now?
Like, what do you mean? Like, when am I going to go to bed now?
No, when you wake, like, what is it now? Your sleep schedule.
Yeah, it's what I just said. I mean, it's gonna
Am
probably.
I just stupid?
Yes.
I don't know. I mean, I'll probably have to go to bed at like 11 now because there's work.
Man, I don't think I've gone to bed at 11 voluntarily since...
I have recently, actually.
Really?
Yeah, because
Why?
school and work.
Oh, school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
I'm just exhausted some days, too, because, like, going from work to school and then doing assignments afterward is just...
do
it drains
you take naps?
No, I can't. I get up at 8. I leave at 8:30. I'm at work till 2. I get home. I make food, and I immediately fucking have class till 6:15. And then after that,
You
I
don't have
have
time to
other
take a
assignments, and I'm exhausted by the end of that.
Yeah, I would be too. I don't think... You know, it's weird. During, like, actual school, like, college, my 4 years, I never took any naps, but now I take naps.
I'd never taken naps. Like,
Well,
even as a
I'm not
kid.
taking them now, but I remember after I graduated, right? I immediately started studying for the GRE,
Yeah.
and I worked 2 jobs. So I would work one job, study for the GRE, then go to the other job. But there were days where I wouldn't work 2 jobs in one day. I would work one job and study, and then do nothing. But I would go to work, come back home. I would have a 45-minute nap. I always, even now, I don't know why I still do it sometimes. I don't do it as much now. I'll have the 45-minute nap and I wake up feeling like garbage. My head hurts. I'm disoriented. I come out of the room, in my room, I'm drunk. I'm oh, I can't walk straight. I'm knocking into things. And my sister's what the hell's wrong with you? I'm what day is it? It's the same day, you maniac. I'm oh.
You're where am I? What happened?
Yeah, it hits me harder than when I'm drinking actual alcohol.
Drunk on life, man.
I know. It's wonderful. But yeah, I don't know why. I think the last time that happened to me was a couple weeks ago. I just took a nap because I was just so tired, and I woke up. I was what the fuck day is it?
Dude, I miss my bum sleep schedule, though. My bum sleep schedule was I'll go to sleep anywhere between 3 to 5 in the morning. And then I'll just sleep till 12. That was wonderful. I loved that schedule. I never saw the morning for an entire summer. I never woke up before 12, and I was it's so nice.
You're I don't even know what fucking mythical creature does that. Vampire? No.
I was gonna say hermit. I don't know.
A hermit?
Yeah, those were my hermit hours. I loved that fucking schedule. I hated the fucking morning. Because now now I wake up, even my days off, I'll wake up at 9-ish, and I'll have nothing to do. I'll wake up, I'll look around, I'll be I have nothing to do today.
Yeah, for
And
me,
I'll just be oh,
for me especially, it's hitting me really hard actually. I do 3 normal, the 3 occurring things I do in my life now is I'll wake up, I'll lift, and I'll play a game for an hour and then get bored. And those things take up maybe 4 hours of my time, and then I have 20 hours to work with. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, that's kind of me. I'll start a new game in Total War every day because I'm bored of the other one. I'll play for 2 hours and I'll get to a point where I'm you know what? I kind of want to start a new game, but that's too much effort, so I'm just gonna stop playing.
Yeah, I do that with tons of games where I'll start a new game and I'll play for 30 minutes and I have fun. Then when I reach an hour, I'll go bleh.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, you're not playing the right game. You need to play Pokemon like me.
I do play. I'm doing a Pokemon. Do you know what Nuzlocke is?
Oh, one of those.
Yeah, I'm doing a Pokemon Nuzlocke right now of Alpha Ruby, and that's one of the few things where I can play over an hour. If I'm playing Xbox, right? If I'm not playing with anyone, I play an hour at most.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting tired of single player stuff. That's why I've been kind of wanting to get back into something multiplayer because playing with you guys is more fun than solo for me now.
Yeah,
so
which is why
yeah.
I guess we should talk about it. It's a drug that we're ashamed that we took.
It's an
we
embarrassing
we went sober for I think 9 months.
Yeah, something around
and
that.
it came back. It fucking came back to our lives. We started playing Overwatch again.
Yeah, and you know what? It's not as bad as I remember, but it's getting there again.
It's
it's slowly.
The first 2 days we came back to it. It was actually fun.
Yeah.
And we went on that huge winning streak. That was fun.
Yeah.
When was this?
I think a couple of days ago.
Yeah, 2 days ago.
Damn.
Yeah,
they got rid of the
games.
horrible roll queue. Well, they didn't make. It's still there, but you don't have to do it.
Yeah, I'm so glad they finally made it an option.
Yeah.
I fucking hated the rule queues.
I was why?
There were people that didn't play their roles that still picked that role.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't understand why that was the only option. I don't know why it took them a year to figure out. No, let's do it so both people can.
Doesn't
pick.
help that Blizzard kept reworking characters every other day.
Yeah, and I mean they still do that.
But I feel
And I thought I was gonna say it's also just because Blizzard sucks in general.
I mean, yeah, but I feel now the game, no characters really to me other than Bastion because it takes no skill.
Yeah.
He's not that hard to counter. He's just really boring to play.
Yeah.
He's just really annoying too.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
because everybody
I
just
don't.
defends him.
Yeah, he's not a good character.
Yeah, kind of for because you don't play Overwatch. Bastion is basically
yeah.
the character where all you literally do is you point and you hit one button.
Really?
You don't move. You can move, but most of the time when you want to play, you play stationary. You're in one spot and someone's protecting you because you're basically a machine gun. You're just going right. So you could annihilate people, but you're really easy to counter. It's just that a lot of people are stupid.
Yeah, really what it boils down to.
Yeah, we went back to
games
that.
at all, my dude. I'm so bad.
Don't you have an Xbox?
I mean, yeah, but like
Play with us.
I guess I should like, but like
get Overwatch, Kendall. Come on.
Like that is my like first like Xbox like system. Like so like. I don't play like at all. Like I used to like do like GameCube, but only like do like Mario Kart.
Mario Kart's good at Mario Kart.
I mean, maybe.
Cyberpunk's fair.
We gotta play Mario Party.
I gotta play Mario. Oh, that's true.
Yeah, we gotta play that.
I never want to play Mario Party ever again with you.
It's great.
I hate. I don't know why, Paul. I love you, but when we play that stupid game, I hate you. I despise you. I hate playing with you in Mario Party.
He knocks you off like all the time.
I know he doesn't target me, or at least I think, but like
most of the time, no.
A lot of the games that like come down to just luck, just dumb luck, you always win. I hate it. Like Vlad has seen like I've had like bursts of anger from I don't get these bursts of anger from playing actual competitive games except the stupid Mario Party. So now we're gonna transition to our next topic.
Okay.
Dun dun dun.
We have a next topic.
Yes.
Whoa.
Now, Kendall,
Oh.
when you were a young lad, a young little baby boy who knew nothing about the world, all you knew was falling down, but you got back up, you got back on that bike, even though people in your neighborhood were yelling at you and telling you to stop riding the bike because you keep hurting yourself, you kept going. That was rather personal.
I mean, it kind of almost happened like that.
Okay.
Because I went like to a daycare and like the people in charge there were fucked. Like,
Did they hit you? Did they hit you with big old wooden sticks?
I mean, there was a bunch of sticks around, like, but I don't
like pushing you
they
off
didn't-
like your tricycle.
Not him, but like one of the kids did. Like,
Oh
all
no.
the time.
That sucks.
Can you
Against,
got
like, a brick
bullied?
Wall.
No, I got bullied.
They're just like a bunch of like degenerate kids. They're just being assholes to everyone.
Dude, yeah, kids, man,
Kids are
are
being-
fucking dicks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I remember. This story sucks for me. This was like the first grade, I think first grade, and we were having like a project where we were making like we took care of like fake eggs, right? Not like the real chicken eggs we did in kindergarten, but we took care of like fake eggs, and like we had to make like little like birdhouse nest things for them. And I remember the girl next to me, she made hers, and it was like really nice looking. She put her egg in it, and then the boy next to me, his was like crappy, right? And I made mine also crappy. And so he looked at hers, he got like mad, and he like picked it up and he just like threw it on the ground and stepped on it. He just destroyed it. She started crying. She was crying. So Cece comes up. She's like, Francisco! And she screams on my name. I'm like, I didn't do it. It was him. It wasn't me. Guess who got in trouble?
Did the girl not like?
I got.
He did.
She pointed at me.
Yeah.
This little demon devil was like, he did it. Like, I didn't do it.
That's
and then
basically
the other
how
boy's
life
like,
is.
he's like laughing. He's having a grand old time.
Damn.
But yeah, he just destroyed that little girl's birdhouse and blamed it on me. And she like was in on the act for some reason, and I cried.
No.
That's pretty funny.
No.
I think my favorite story being blamed by something was was in 5th grade.
Is the Ratatouille one?
No, I'll save that for another day.
Okay, the infamous Ratatouille story.
This is same class though.
Oh.
I sat next to a boy. His name was Jeremy, and Jeremy was a little rascal. He didn't like me. I didn't really like him. And we sat in the back of the class. And one day during math class, he like I don't remember what the argument was, but he said something and I didn't like it. And then he like got up and like he like fake acted that I like hit him. Like he like got up from his chair and like stood in front of me and then jumped back forward. Like instead of lunging forward, he lunged backward and landed on his back and made a loud noise. Then he yelled my name. And what did the teacher do? She came, yelled my name, and she believed him. I got in trouble. This little son of a bitch acted his way to me getting detention. Like, I got blamed for a lot of things in elementary school. Wasn't fair.
Yeah, that isn't fair.
That's not fair.
Life isn't fair.
It's not like me where like I was such an energetic kid. I got in trouble so many times based on it.
It's so weird, Kendall. I can't imagine that.
I mean, cause I was just like so like antsy, like just like what is this and like what is that like, or like some type of game of GameCube and I would lose and I'll just take the controller like with me and like home and then.
That's kind of adorable.
And then like I would get in trouble and then like my mind's just like I don't want to sit here, so like the teacher would always forget like that you're always in trouble, so I would just like walk up and do whatever I want to do.
I mean, that was me in the 3rd grade. I didn't care.
Yeah, I just didn't really want to sit down like as a kid, but
like yeah, I got blamed for a lot of stuff, but I also got in trouble a lot of stuff correctly. Like honestly, from grades 1 to 4, I didn't care about school.
Nice.
Like yeah, no, I was a real cool kid.
Real cool.
Yeah, real cool kid. I was too cool for school. No, I was just stupid. In the 3rd grade especially, I wouldn't act up, but like I just wouldn't like follow instructions. I wouldn't be loud about it. I would literally just get up and like I would go, I'm bored. I would go to like to the computers and like look at like Dragon Ball fan art and like draw it and go and then like watch like other anime. Like I was a little bastard.
damn.
And then, like, the teacher always, like, yelled my name. I wouldn't get off the computer. I just wouldn't care. It wasn't until the 5th grade where my dad beat me one time. I was like, stop that. You stop that right now. You can't live like this. And then now I'm a good boy.
I want to draw Dragon Ball. I want to draw Goku.
Just want to draw Vegeta.
Look, I just wanted to draw Goku, Vegeta. I also drew Naruto characters, too. I remember. I drew Kakashi a lot.
Nice.
I drew like that's like when the Sharingan became a thing. I would draw like the Sharingan, like different versions of the Sharingan. that's yeah. That was my elementary school. So yeah, wow. Kendall. So when you were a little boy, right?
Yeah.
Back to the
back
topic.
to the topic. When you
What
were
was
a
the
little,
topic?
when you were a little boy, right? Little boy Kendall.
Little boy.
What shows did you watch?
Ooh.
What cartoons did you partake in?
Does anyone remember Andre 3000?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
33,000.
I think so.
Class of 30,000?
Or
No.
Oh yeah,
No.
no, that was Class of 3000.
3000? Okay,
Yeah, with
yeah,
Andre
yeah.
3000.
Yeah, Class
Yeah.
of 3000. Yeah.
was
That had good music.
Yeah, classic show.
Yeah, dude, I
Or-
loved Class of 3000.
Yeah, I remember playing the game a bunch on the Cartoon Network.
Yeah, the
Yes.
Network game.
Yeah.
The music game?
Yeah, the music game. Yeah, that was awesome.
Was it like a rhythm game? What was it?
It was like you made like your own like songs or something.
That's kinda
Pretty-
cool.
Yeah, it was pretty tough.
Cartoon Network had classic Flash games.
I remember the 2 Cartoon Network Flash games I played the most was the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy Halloween one.
Yeah.
Where you played as, I think, Mandy or Billy, and you had Grim Scythe.
Yeah.
And you just fought through like jack-o'-lanterns.
Yeah.
That one was really fun, and I liked the food fight one for Ed and Eddie.
Yeah, that's the one I remember fondly, the food fight one for Ed and
What's
Eddie.
I remember the Codename Kids Next Door one with the Flight of the Valkyries and the hamster.
Oh, I remember that one.
Yeah, that one was fun.
That's like, honestly, that was like Angry Birds before Angry Birds. It was like the same concept.
yeah, just get them as far as you can.
Wasn't there also like Demolition Derby with like that Ed and Eddie?
Yeah, there was.
shit?
I remember that too. You can make your own
yeah,
cars.
Yeah.
And like Teen Titans Go like had like their like
Teen Titans.
I mean no not Go
regular
no,
Teen
no,
Titans.
Regular Teen
No,
Titans.
it's fake.
They had,
You
like,
can't
their-
mention that around here.
what was it like? It was like were you like in like some type of venue like you would like go around like and just like basically like do a bunch of tasks. Like,
I don't remember that
Yeah,
game.
that one I don't remember.
oh, you don't?
I don't.
I remember the Ben 10 one where you like transform into different like.
Oh, it was like a
aliens.
platformer
Yeah,
thing?
yeah, and you like
Yeah.
move around the maze like thing.
Like the kid named Jacob had like a monkey like when he like his middle school or something. Like
Oh, my
Imagine
generation.
Partners.
I hate that show.
That show was pretty
the
bad.
game was like at
Yeah.
least entertaining. At least like played it.
So you like the game?
Yeah.
Why did you hate the show, Francisco?
Why do I hate the show, Paul? The synopsis of the show is this:
I-
it's a boy. His name is Adam Lyon. Lyon, right?
Oh,
It's
this
Lion.
Adam. What is Jake?
Because his last name is Lion, they put him in a stupid, a fucking high school with animals. Ha ha! That's so clever. Ha ha!
Okay, I was wondering if it was just because you just thought it was bad, or just because
It is. It was
No,
bad.
you
It
had
was
some
bad.
like personal story about how it, like ruined
What?
your life.
Well, yeah.
know.
But my gym partner's a monkey ruined my
I
childhood.
don't know, some guy like bullied you about it or whatever.
Why would some kid?
I don't know. It was-
No,
you
that
know,
I
you just said it was such hatred, and I'm like, I remember it.
Look,
Like, it's pretty
Paul-
bad. But
Paul, I hate 3 things. I hated that. I hated Camp Lazlo.
Oh my
Camp
god,
Lazlo's
Camp
horrible.
Lazlo.
Yeah, I hated Camp
And
Lazlo too.
I'll be honest,
Lazlo.
Paul. You might disagree with me with this. I like it more now, but as a kid, I hated it. I hated Flapjack.
Yeah, I mean, I hated Flapjack
Okay,
too, but as an older person,
I like it now.
I think it's funny because
Yeah.
it's so stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hated Flapjack too. I thought it was awful.
I just like Captain Knuckles.
Yeah, Captain
Yeah,
Knuckles is
I just love his
amazing.
voice.
Because
Yeah.
like
That was pretty good. But
even as a kid,
He's not
like
enough to depress me.
even as a kid, that style of animation like really turned me off. I looked at that and I went, "Oh, this is disgusting."
I mean, to be fair, early Cartoon Network, honestly, most of Cartoon Network is disgusting. Billy and Mandy is disgusting.
Yeah, but it's really
It's-
to its
It's
point,
good, but it's disgusting.
It's really
Yeah.
it's a really clever
It's like,
kid show.
It's like scarring.
Like I can still watch some, actually not some, a lot. I can still watch a lot of Billy and Mandy episodes, and I can still laugh. Like
Yeah, I mean,
it's
yeah,
written really
yeah.
well in my opinion.
Yeah.
But stuff like Camp Lazlo and like My Japaners, there were no like memorable jokes or
No.
like it's
Yeah.
garbage.
I remember more the theme song than I do of the actual show.
Which yeah.
Of the My Japan is a Monkey.
So Kendall, what was your favorite show?
Do you guys remember
So you said Class of 3000.
yeah.
What else?
Do you guys remember like that like I think his kid was like Stanley and he was like some animal expert. He had like a pet like goldfish that he would talk to.
What in the world are you talking about?
It was I think it was like The Adventures of like Stanley or something like that. Like
Lil Sheldon?
no, but like it was on like some I think it was like a Disney Channel. It was like on like a kids Disney.
I
I
didn't really
didn't
watch Disney
Yeah, I didn't
Channel.
watch Disney
Oh, you
Channel.
didn't?
No.
Yeah.
I was mostly Cartoon Network and a little bit Nickelodeon.
But I remember
Yes.
like it was this kid named like Stanley who like had like this goldfish and he would like just like I think he would open a book and like go like on different adventures like in wildlife. I guess it was like introducing kids to like different like wildlife shit.
I vaguely know what you're talking
Oh,
about.
you do?
I don't remember anything.
Save me.
The name sounds familiar. I don't remember anything else.
I don't
No, you know
remember
more
the
than
name.
me. I don't remember any goldfish. But
Did you make up the goldfish part?
the name Stanley sounds familiar, but I keep thinking that's the Chalk Zone main character.
Oh, Chalk Zone.
Oh, Jocks.
It's actually bad. But it was entertaining.
I don't remember like anything about it other than like the weird movie that they had.
But yeah, so you like that, and you like Classic 3000. All right, so you have one Cartoon Network, one Disney. Do you have a favorite Nickelodeon one?
No, I guess I gotta go with the SpongeBob and Fairy Odd Parents. It was kind of like those kind of age.
Early SpongeBob was really good.
Early SpongeBob.
Early Fairy Odd Parents is really good.
Yeah, same.
Like, I think it didn't go bad until they introduced Poof.
Yeah.
I still watched it as like
But,
a
like,
middle schooler at that
Yeah.
point too. I tried.
They like made a movie for that. Like
Yeah, they did.
And they made like multiple movies.
Yeah.
There's the Drake Bell live action one.
Yeah.
I watched that.
Oh boy.
I watched it.
Yeah.
It wasn't the best.
Yeah. That sums it up.
Which is weird because like
brother.
Drake Bell's not a bad actor. At least I don't think he is. I like them in Drake and Josh. I like them in I don't think any of you watched it. Like there's this one animated Spider-Man show. He was Spider-Man. He's a really good voice actor.
Oh yeah, I know he did. Yeah, he did voice Spider-Man for
Yeah,
something.
the Amazing Spider-Man. The show. It was when that was when it was the very beginning when Disney bought Marvel.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember that. For some reason, I think it's Spectacular Spider-Man.
it's probably that one. It's
No.
Is it Amazing?
Yeah, I think it's the Amazing, but I remember there was one called Spectacular.
No, it is Spectacular. It is that one. 'Cause I remember the song.
Yeah, I remember the song.
Yeah. Anyways, so those are your top three or four, I guess.
The things I can remember.
Okay. Vlad, you want to go? Do you want to do one of Cartoon Network, Disney, or do you want to do just?
For classification, we're not counting.
If you want to do no Disney, you can do two Cartoon Network.
Two Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
I mean, I personally really liked Ed, Ed and Eddie.
Okay.
To be fair, I liked like all Cartoon Network shows.
That was
back
really
in
the golden
day.
age,
Yeah,
yeah.
like I loved like Billy and Mandy, Kids Next Door, like all of them were like great.
Yeah.
Like I just have very fond memories of just
I do
going.
too. That was such a
like-
wonderful time in life.
Yeah, like it was just so great.
Yeah.
Is
Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
That was
like,
good, too.
dude. Everything was great.
that one had really a good movie and a good special.
It had a good ending. Yeah, it was wonderful. My favorite's got to be probably Ed, Ed and Eddie though.
Okay.
Yeah. Kim Possible.
Oh, for Disney. Oh, you can pick
Favorite
Disney?
For Disney.
Okay.
Oh, I
Yeah.
forgot about Kim Possible.
Yeah. For Nickelodeon. Oh, I'm trying to think. Well, Avatar was on Nickelodeon. I remember watching Avatar, but
That's when we were a little bit older though.
yeah, that was older. Kid Me. I mean, I just watched iCarly. I think like
Wait,
Okay.
how young are we
Yeah.
talking about? Like
I
elementary
guess elementary
school?
school, yeah. Elementary
Okay.
school, middle school, something like that.
We were in middle school for iCarly, I think.
Were we?
Or
Yeah,
high
we
school?
were.
Or
I
high
do. I
school?
remember that.
I definitely
It
remember.
definitely
when-
wasn't like
Because
high school.
I vividly remember the Fred episode.
Oh, so it was middle school.
So
Yeah,
middle
middle
school.
school.
Okay, alright.
Because I definitely remember when like Miranda Cosgrove like started growing up in Drake and Josh. I vividly remember that.
Wait, was Drake and Josh and iCarly airing at the same time? Ever?
I don't think so.
Oh,
No.
that would be weird.
Yeah, that would be weird.
Oh, you just reminded me. No, Paul reminded me. Goddamn Fred. Remember that? Remember that? Remember that?
I don't want to remember that.
Sadly, yeah.
That was, what do you mean? That was the high point of YouTube.
God, I hated that shit.
I remember I was like, who's Fred? And I saw the iCarly episode, and then I watched Fred for like a week, and then I was like, this is stupid.
Yeah.
Why
yeah,
am I watching
sums
this?
that up. Dude, Jackie Chan Adventures was good.
Oh, yeah. It sure
Was that Disney?
I think that was WB or
Yeah.
something.
Oh,
WB was
WB.
like the,
Different.
it was like the hidden animation channel.
Dude,
but-
I loved
yeah, I
that
love
fucking
Jackie
shit.
Chan Adventures.
Oh, I liked that and Animaniacs.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
Ozzy and Drix.
Ozzy, is that WB?
I think it was Disney, actually.
Maybe Disney, I'm not sure.
Ozzy and Drex.
Dude, I loved that show.
It
That was a good one too.
but,
And it was educational.
Cells at Work ripped it off.
Yeah, fuck Cells at Work, man.
No, I like that anime.
And Cells at
How
Work.
about cyberspace?
Oh my god,
That one was
cyberspace.
actually was educational.
Holy shit.
That was on PBS.
Oh my.
Was it?
I
Yeah.
just remember them showing the fucking desert episode like non-stop.
Was
That's
that
all I
the
remember.
bird guy?
There was a
it?
bird guy. I
Yeah, he
think,
has like
yeah.
he had like a stupid baseball cap.
Well,
I think so.
I thought there was like a
So-
mechanic bird also.
This one,
Yeah, the mechanic bird. Yeah,
Did he-
yeah,
did he
yeah.
have-
this one might be a bit like
Yeah,
under
he
the
had a
ground.
baseball cap. Yeah.
But Cyberspace was like a show in the very early 2000s where like a couple kids would like go into like the computer.
Yeah,
Was
yeah.
that it? They would go into a
some shit
computer
like
and
that.
like they would solve like problems, I guess, but like the problems would always be solved like academically.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I remember I had the PC game of it. I still have it.
Do any of you remember Fetch?
Yes.
Do you remember Fetch? I actually really liked Fetch.
What was Fetch?
Fetch was a stupid fucking chonkers dog.
Ah.
With a
And-
spot on.
I
it.
kind
yeah,
of
with a
I
spot on his eye.
kind of
I think-
remember it.
Oh, that sounds
And
vaguely
there was
familiar.
like he'd do challenges with kids, and kids would like you get like a group of kids and they do like challenges
Huh.
or whatever. Yeah, I just remember really liking that show. And then I remember talking to Travis in elementary school. And I was talking about Fetch, and we went Fetch, and he did the theme thing. He was like da na 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 na, and I was like, shut up, and I never watched Fetch again because I thought it was cringy.
Even at a young age, you were like, man, I don't want to be cringe.
Rap-da-da-da-da. Yeah, it was that. Rap-da-da-da-da. I hated that shit. Like him just doing that. He got up in my face. He went like this. He was like, Fetch, rap-da-da-da-da. And I was like, get away from me. That's cringe.
Ah!
So obviously we don't have any like video, but what Vlad just did, he literally got in my face and did that. So if a little kid did that to me when I was a little kid,
I was
I'd
like,
probably hate that too.
You got
Get away
right in
from-
front of your face, give you a nice little smooch on the forehead.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
he kissed me on the face. And I was like, ah! And then I ran away.
I even saw it from behind, and it just looked horrible.
You see my ass?
So okay,
They look good.
so your Nickelodeon was iCarly, I guess. Cartoon Network, you picked Ed and Eddie, and Disney, you
Yeah.
picked Impossible.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's a good.
I think that's pretty solid.
Okay, so my turn.
Go for it.
Man, Cartoon Network, you're right. It's really hard. I'm gonna exclude the easy things. Like for me, like especially growing up as a little baby boy, little baby crazy Francisco.
Yeah.
I'm gonna exclude because Scooby Doo was a big, huge part of my childhood. I still have a little Scooby Doo pillow. I
Oh,
do.
Yeah, I do remember that.
I still have it. It's very dear to me.
I have some stuffed animal Scooby Doos lying around.
I do too. I
Yeah.
actually still do. I don't
Yeah.
care. I don't care that I'm 23 and have these things.
I have a
I
scrappy
don't think
one, I
anyone else
remember.
would care too.
Yeah. It's whatever.
It's very dear to me. So Scooby Doo is very dear to me, but I'm not gonna count that. And of course, like I've said it before tons of times, Dragon Ball is like something that was like huge in my like childhood. That's why like that introduced me to the world of anime at a super young age. That's why like watching anime never like turned me off, or like maybe some people who got introduced to anime like later in life, like they maybe had some like I guess previous biases where they're like, ooh, isn't anime kind of weird? Isn't anime kind of like strange? I never once did I think that, because you know it was just normal to me, especially Toonami.
Yeah, Toonami really normalized it for me because like Friday when we were in elementary school?
Friday night, and it was Saturday
Yeah.
too, I think.
I think it was Saturday, yeah. I would go to my aunt's house and I'd always watch Toonami because that's when all the good shit came on.
Yeah, like you
Like,
had
You went from like NNA, like cartoons nobody gets hurt to fucking like Naruto people die and I'm like, whoa!
yeah, like that's when Naruto was starting, I think.
Yeah.
And you had it was before Samurai Jack was on Toonami. Toonami was on Toonami. It wasn't on Toonami until the last season.
Yeah, till last season, yeah.
Yeah, you had Naruto, you had obviously Dragon Ball, you had Cowboy Bebop, I think.
You had Inuyasha.
Yeah, Inuyasha. Okay. I kind of don't like Inuyasha.
I didn't mind it as a kid. I never really watched it as an adult, so I can't really comment on it.
Well, I can only comment on it when I watched it as a kid. Even Kid Me realized I was like, every season the final bad guy was just literally the same dude, and like it Kid Me realized I was like, this is the same guy. I didn't like that. What else? Yeah, but back to like my favorites, like for Cartoon Network. So you said Ed, Edd n Eddy.
Yes.
That would be mine, but I won't pick that. Oh man, probably Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. That show's great. That's such a good kid show. And like, I always watch an episode maybe every once in a while when I'm bored now, and I'll still laugh. Like I think the last one I saw, within the last year, was the episode where Grim and Dracula are stuck in the desert. I love that episode. That is such a good episode. Like, I think it's funny for kids and honestly for older people too. Like, there are some jokes where, like, I didn't get as a kid, but I get now. Like, they're funny. So, like, that's my favorite Cartoon Network show. My favorite Nickelodeon show as a kid, I mean, I want to say Danny Phantom, but we were a bit older at that time too.
I think that was middle school.
Yeah. But I mean, like, elementary school, it's garbage now that I really think about it. Jimmy Neutron. I really like Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah, I did too.
And for Disney, I'd have to say, I didn't really watch that much Disney. Like, I would just default to Kim Possible, but you picked that alreay. So
yeah, exactly. I didn't watch anything else on Disney.
Like, I watched that, and I watched their live action stuff. If I can pick their live action stuff,
live action stuff.
Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
Okay, all right.
That was a great show. That was definitely when we were young. That was a funny show. I like that. I don't remember if it's actually good, but I like Phil of the Future.
I don't even know what that is.
I remember that.
Yeah, I like Phil of the Future.
I don't know if it's good, but yeah, I remember it.
Yeah, but man, it's really the Cartoon Network was really hard to just single out one.
Yeah, Cartoon Network was great as a kid.
Wait, but did anyone like watch like I guess like some of the shows that like kind of reran like from like the 90s like or like to like the early 2000s?
You know the George Lopez show?
George Lopez was just 2000s.
Yeah, well, I was in the 90s.
I mean, like all the
what?
I remember watching it as a kid, the George Lopez show.
Yeah, I mean, I remember watching it as a kid too. That's the only show I watched with like my grandma.
Maybe did it start in the late 90s? Was that it?
I think so.
Oh.
I mean, like all the cartoon 90s shows, like
from the 90s. What came out in the 90s? I don't remember. What? A pup named Scooby Doo? I watched that.
I think like the Nick like shows like that like were really popular.
Chalk Zone.
I mean, I guess like the typical like
Phil.
Back in the Barnyard. Come on, guys. I'll never forget.
That's a 2000s.
I know.
I think that was a
But you know,
Cartoon
like
Network
the
show.
Rugrats like kind of.
Oh, Rugrats!
Like Hey Arnold or like I guess
Hey
that
Arnold
ran
was
late.
amazing.
Oh shit!
like-
Yeah, you're right. I
or,
completely
like, Doug.
forgot those shows fucking
Or like
existed.
Angry Beaver, like some.
I didn't really like Angry. Oh, Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah, Red and Stimpy too.
Yeah. No. Okay, Kendall. Yeah, the 90s going into 2000 also really good. Yeah. Rugrats was probably, of those favorites, Rugrats was probably my favorite. Also, even as a kid, I thought their voices were really funny.
I actually really hated Rugrats as a kid. I fucking despised that show.
Sorry, Paul. I kind of cut you off there.
No,
You're
it's
saying
okay.
about Cartoon Network. Like, I don't know for you.
Wait, what was I saying? I don't even know what I was saying.
I don't know.
What are your fucking?
Did Francisco finish? I don't even remember.
So okay, Cartoon Network was
Maybe not.
Billy and Mandy. Disney was Zack and Cody, and Nickelodeon. I said, what did I say? I said, can I change Jimmy Neutron? I was like,
All right, what do you want?
Oh, come
What do
on.
you want to say?
I kind of. Oh God. Ken, I need you to pick one. Because you said SpongeBob or Fairly Odd Parents. Pick one, because I need one of those.
You know, I really like the Super Bowl episode. Like, I gotta pick SpongeBob.
Okay, yeah, that's
that
good.
is amazing.
I'll pick Fairly Odd Parents. I really like Fairly Odd Parents. All right, that's mine.
All right, Paul.
All right, my turn. Well, for Cartoon Network, the number one show probably would have been, again, Edda and Eddie, as you guys said, but I'm not going to pick that. So, I think it would either be, well, the main one I think would be the Clone Wars micro series that came out.
Okay.
I watched that so much from Blockbuster. I would like rent it like every week to the point that
your parents getting mad?
No, my dad was just like, Paul, I can just buy this for you. I'm like, you can? Yeah, he just bought it. He gave it to me.
Paul was unfamiliar with the concept of buying property.
I didn't know you could buy at Blockbuster. I was like, what? I thought you could only rent. He's like, no, Paul, this is cheaper. Let me just buy it. I was like, I would just watch it constantly.
What year was the Gennady micro series? Is that 2004?
It was 2003, I think, to 2004.
That's before episode 3, right?
Yeah, it was before. It introduced General Grievous, which is like, the kid me was just in awe when he saw it. I was like,
I mean, the episode where he kills all the Jedi is like amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah,
it was like the best
wonderful.
portrayal of Grievous, and then he went downhill after that, but it was still amazing.
I think look. I know the animated Clone Wars series after that one had its ups and downs. I especially with Grievous. That show itself is also still really good in my opinion.
Yeah, it's really good, but that was like 2008.
Yeah, that's when we're older.
Yeah, so I didn't want to count this, so I counted the micro series. So I watched that so many times as a kid.
Okay, that's Cartoon Network.
Yeah, the only other thing I was thinking was I was gonna say Codename Kids Next Door as the next one, because I watched that a bunch too when I was a kid.
So much good shit on
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, there's no question the ranking of animated shows. It went Cartoon Network, Nick, Disney. Disney wasn't bad, but Cartoon Network was
what Disney had going on for the time was the live action.
Yeah,
I think.
Then Cartoon Network tried live action. Remember that?
That failed horribly.
What was that?
That was the dark period.
Yeah.
Oh, remember Destroy, Build, Destroy?
And then there was Dude, What Would Happen?
Those are horrible.
Dude, what would happen if I made a pizza launcher for my bike, man? That was an actual episode. I remember it.
I don't remember that, but I remember.
And he launched the pizzas. They landed on the roof. He was like, "Oh man, it didn't work."
It's like MythBusters for idiots.
Yeah. Does anybody remember Anubis? That wasn't on Cartoon Network.
What the heck is that?
Nick, Anubis.
No.
You don't remember Anubis?
I don't know. Tell me what happened.
It was like a Nickelodeon live action show, and it'd be like this dorm, and they'd have like random Egyptian artifacts. I don't fucking remember, but they would bring back dead people or something. I don't remember.
What?
It was really stupid. But I remember seeing a good amount of episodes.
Whoa.
Isn't it weird how much cartoon shows have changed?
Yeah, how depressing it's become.
Yeah,
it's not just that too. There's a lot of stuff. I'm glad they had it because it's funny, but it's also kind of it allowed that creative freedom. There's a lot of stuff that they got away with back then that now, I mean, it's also the fault of the creators that they create shows that just aren't interesting.
Yeah,
but they don't. I feel like there's a lot less creative freedom now.
Oh yeah. I mean, the panty raid episode from SpongeBob is I still don't know how they got it through. I still am how did who approve this? It's brilliant, but I'm just always I always think back, I'm how did they approve that?
There's an episode of SpongeBob. It's when we were in middle school. I vividly remember this, where SpongeBob was helping Squidward move a couch or sofa or something, and
falls on his foot.
It falls on his foot and it rips off his toe, and it's super graphic and it's disgusting. It keeps the whole thing, and then SpongeBob is moving the couch around, and the couch is on his toe.
Yeah.
It's so gross, and again, I don't know how they got away with this stuff back then.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad they did because it allows that creative freedom.
What about Nick?
Yeah, Nick.
Well, I got two other things. Well, I got one other thing. You mentioned a pup named Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
This was years ago. This made me laugh really hard, but I mean, I assume it came out in the 80s. I don't know, because there was the war on drugs thing, and there was an episode, and I love this episode. It's the drug episode.
It's a drug episode?
Yeah, there is a drug episode. And they're this guy's selling drugs, and every time he does it, Scooby goes, "Drugs, yuck!" And it just made me laugh really hard. I was whoa, this is great. The anti-drug PSA Scooby one.
I'm surprised no one mentioned Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Oh my god, I feel bad.
Dude, I was scared of that
Yeah,
show.
that's-
Dude, that show
I
creeps
watched
me
it,
out.
I
guess it
watched
scared
it,
everyone
and I
out.
liked it, but I got scared.
Do you guys remember that episode where the space squid?
Yeah, I do remember.
That made me
Space
cry.
Queen. Yeah, that was sad. It
That was
came with,
a-
like its children.
That
or
show was
whatever.
a genius show.
Yeah.
Trying to scare
Like
the
Cartoon
kids.
Network was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, now
But-
look at it.
So you said Gennady Micro Series of Star Wars Clone
Yeah.
Wars for Cartoon Network,
Yeah,
and for Disney you said
I didn't say anything, but I'll go. I probably would have gone with Kim Possible, but if not, I'm gonna go with Recess. For anyone who remembers.
Oh,
that.
Recess was good, guys.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Recess that was my elementary school pretty much. that was it. Literally, it was pretty much the same thing.
Did you guys have your own king? The king.
We kind of did. There was like the one like kid at the top. The elementary school just don't go there. All the groups of
Greenwood.
people. Yes. Yeah.
Um,
Cam, did you go there?
Oh no.
Okay, but yeah, no, yeah, that place was something else.
Like I really like the Recess movie.
Oh yeah, I love the movie.
Yeah, that's a really good movie.
Yeah, the one where James Woods is the villain.
Yeah.
I love that. I love James Woods.
Paul, remind me of that again. What was that?
The movie?
It's like they
Yeah.
try to cancel summer vacation.
Yeah, he
right?
tries to create like a permanent winter to end recess. The main villain.
It's such a stupid premise.
Yeah, he has like a nuclear laser. Yeah, it's amazing.
Could you imagine like some dude in a suit in real life tries to pitch that to like a school board? He's like, listen. I believe we need to allocate these funds to this project where I build a nuclear device that will permanently alter the weather so that it's always winter. That way the children are always inside. That's a fucking maniacal. Why would anyone listen to that?
Yeah,
But it's great.
yeah. He also creates like a beam that like dematerializes the principal, and like teleports him over to him. It's
Whoa.
I love it.
He's a demigod.
Yeah.
Wasn't that like a premise in like the early 2000s? Like these like old men would like create like schemes to like ruin like kids like plans in like the like those kids movies.
I mean, that was like every episode of Conan Kazakh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much. That was something. The Recess movie, that's something else. That was
So
great.
Recess. Did you say Nickelodeon one? I'm sorry.
No, I didn't say it yet. I was probably gonna say SpongeBob, but Kendall took that, so I can't say that. Can't say Fairly Odd Parents.
Damn.
Danny Phantom was before our time.
Before? You mean after?
Yeah.
So I guess that leaves only one thing, Paul.
What? Shoot. Rocket Power?
No, I hate Rocket Power.
I remember watching it, but I don't ever want to see it again.
I was gonna say Jimmy Neutron.
Oh yeah, I could say yeah. I think I'll go with Jimmy Neutron because if I couldn't do that, it was gonna be My Life as a Teenage Robot.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You can go with that.
Yeah,
I got that to Nick.
Yeah, I can't, but I think I'll stick with Jimmy Neutron because I remember I watched that so much.
I did too.
Dude, Cartoon Network's downfall was so bad.
I know it was just like a tragedy.
It was just like,
I think it started in like 2013.
yeah, actually maybe.
Well, it started in I want to say
Before
2009, 2010,
Yeah.
but it didn't really hit until like 2013 because that's when like there were a lot of shows like I want to call it like a second wave, right?
Remember Skunk Fu?
I
Yes,
vaguely do.
that was not good.
I know, I hated it.
But there was like a wave, like it was when things like Camp Laszlo and My Initial Memory came out, right? You had that, you had Chowder, which was really good.
Yeah, Chowder
and you had
was
Flapjack. You had those four, right? Those are the things that came out after like we were little kids.
Yeah.
And then it was the generation after those four, right? Because you had those were ending or getting canceled, and you had the generation that we grew up with were just ending. Like ended I think in 2009. Billy Mandy ended in like 2010, I think. Like all those were ending around that time. It was really, I think it really was that time where like the channel was dying.
It's just so much garbage. I can't even remember most of it because it would only get like one season. And then it'd just be gone forever, and I can't find any like memory of it.
It doesn't. It's been purged.
Yeah, it's been purged off the like internet. It's so fucking weird.
Kendall, have you any last words or advice for our fellow listeners?
Be careful not having kids.
Vlad, what did you learn today?
I learned absolutely nothing.
All right, Paul.
Yeah.
Give your farewell address.
Right. Well, in the honor of the cartoons we've been talking about, bye, I'm Paul. I hated that stupid monkey. Because the people were like, oh, Paul. And it was like, It just that was my one resentment of Jimmy Neutron.
Oh, I do want to say one thing actually. They didn't say it in the last episode. I want to say it here. So again, we're trying to upload podcasts, whenever we can, and I would hope so we're gonna start streaming stuff soon. Me and Paul, maybe Vlad if he wants to, although he's very busy right now. So
yeah.
we'll see what we'll do. We'll do that, and also I need to talk to Vlad about teaching me how to record things using that. Do you still have that card?
Yeah, I still have the video thing.
Teach me how to do that.
Okay.
Because I want to record some things of my own too. Because we want a whole bunch of stuff on this channel that we never really got a chance to do.
Video editing? Wow.
I mean, I'm not the best editor. I know a little bit. Like I've used, Sony Vegas Pro that I will talk about another day of how I not illegally got from a friend. My friend's the internet. But yeah, we're working on some stuff, I guess. Right now.
All right, well, that's going to do it for this episode of PLC Podcasts. That's another one in the books, folks. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.